Welcome to Market Moves ETX. This podcast is hosted by David McAtee, a real estate agent with Realty ONE Group Rose in Tyler, Texas. Each episode is created for East Texans who want a clearer understanding of the local real estate market. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or simply staying informed, you'll get straightforward insights, local context, and practical guidance without pressure or hype. Let's get started.
Today I want to talk about something that comes up a lot in my work, and I think it's worth sharing with you. We're going to talk about how interest rates affect what you can actually afford when you are buying a home in Tyler, TX. A lot of folks start their home search by looking at the price of the house. They say, I want to stay around this number, or I think I can afford that number, but here's the truth. The price is only part of the story. What really matters is the monthly payment. And interest rates have a direct impact on that payment. You can look at two homes with the same price. But if the interest rate changes, what you can afford can change pretty quickly. That is one of the biggest things buyers in Tyler and across East Texas need to understand right now. It is not just about finding a home you like. It is about knowing what that home does to your budget every month. Let me say it in simple terms. When interest rates go up, your buying power usually goes down because more of your monthly payment goes toward interest instead of the house itself. That does not mean you cannot buy a home. It just means you need to slow down, look at the numbers honestly, and understand what is comfortable for your situation. I've seen buyers get excited about a home, and I understand that. Real estate is emotional, especially when you walk into a place and start picturing your life there. But at the end of the day, excitement cannot make the payment for you. A good decision has to work on paper and in real life. So the question is, should you wait for interest rates to come down before buying a home in Tyler, Texas? The honest answer is maybe, but not always, because nobody has a crystal ball. If the right home comes along and the payment works for your life, waiting may not help you. If the payment stretches you too thin, then waiting or adjusting your price range may be the wiser move. That is where honest guidance matters. A Tyler TX real estate agent should not just push you toward a house because you like it. They should help you understand whether the whole picture makes sense. One thing I tell people is that affordability is not just a lender's number. Just because a lender says you can qualify for something does not always mean you will feel comfortable living with that payment. You have to think about taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, and the normal things life throws at you. In East Texas, a home can look affordable on the listing, but the full monthly cost is what you need to pay attention to. This is also where the market teaches us a few lessons. When I started in real estate during the COVID era, rates were low, buyer demand was high, and things moved fast. Then the market shifted, rates climbed, and people had to start thinking differently. That season taught me that early success can make things look easy, but real estate always brings you back to reality. The market does not care what we want it to do. It responds to value, affordability, and what buyers are actually willing and able to pay. For sellers, this matters too. If rates are higher, some buyers may not be able to afford the same price they could have afforded before, and that can affect showings, offers, and how long a home sits. That does not mean you have to give your house away. It means your pricing strategy in Tyler and East Texas has to match the market we are actually in, not the market we wish we were in. For buyers, this means getting pre-approved early and having a real conversation before you start touring homes. You need to know your comfort zone, not just your maximum number. For sellers, this means understanding that buyers are looking at more than the asking price. They're looking at the payment, the rate, the condition of the home, and whether the value makes sense. Here's the truth. Interest rates are not something you or I can control. What we can control is how prepared you are, how honest we are with the numbers, and how patient we are with the decision. That is how I try to serve people in real estate. I do not want you making a decision because you feel rushed, pressured, or afraid of missing out. Buying or selling a home in Tyler TX is too important for that. The right decision is the one that fits your life, your finances, and your long-term peace of mind. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me on Market Moves ETX. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Tyler or anywhere in East Texas, I'd love to have a conversation with you.
Thanks for listening to Market Moves ETX podcast. For more local real estate insights and written articles, visit marketmovesetx.com. If you'd like to connect directly, you can reach David at 903-437-7126. That's 903-437-7126. Market Moves ETX podcast is hosted by David McAtee with Realty ONE Group Rose in Tyler, Texas. We'll see you in the next episode.